If you want to have fun in this man's land, let Lincoln and Jackson start shaking hands. Oh, greenback dollar bill. Just a little piece of paper coated with chlorophyll.
KP's Video News.
I didn't know.
That's right, folks. It's KP's Video News. I'm trying to bring it to you real and try to bring it to you raw, uncut. Even though folks would like for me to cut it, I ain't cutting nothing. Yeah, but all right. Here's what's going on right now. This is another follow-up on the Ahmaud Arbery case, and so what they're doing right now is the defense attorneys for the shooters are trying to throw quite a few little twists in the game. They're trying to throw some twists in the game here. So it's basically they're trying to throw a whole different narrative on this case. So you got to be real careful and you got to watch them because they're pretty tricky over here. Now this right here, this story I'm getting ready to tell you right now, this is the first part of it, and it says the suspect in the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery helped release the video of the incident, and that's what his lawyer says. Gregory McMichael, one of the two suspects arrested in the death of Ahmaud Arbery, played a role in publicly releasing video of the Georgia shooting that sparked nationwide protests. And Alan Tucker, an attorney in Brunswick, Georgia, stated that McMichael wanted the public to know the truth. And Tucker, his attorney, contacted a local radio DJ. Tucker, the attorney, who said he has known McMichael for nearly 30 years in a professional capacity, downloaded the video onto a thumb drive that McMichael physically delivered to the station, he said. Tucker did not say when he contacted the DJ, nor when the video was delivered, but it became public about 2 weeks ago. The news of the McMichael involvement was first reported by Atlanta, but it said Greg McMichael wanted the public to know the truth, Tucker said in a text message to NBC News that he and his son were not white supremacists driving in a pickup truck with a Confederate flag in the back who shot a black man in the back because he was jogging in the white neighborhood. He hoped the public would see them trying to make a citizen's arrest on a young man that was running from a home under construction that he had been seen in at night on several occasions while he plundered around the owner's security camera. But Arbery was shot to death on February 23rd in Brunswick, a coastal city about midway between Savannah, Georgia and Jacksonville, Florida, after being followed by Gregory McMichael and Travis McMichaels in their pickup truck. The McMichaels are white and Arbery is black. According to the police report, the senior McMichael told officers that they pursued Arbery because they thought he was a burglary suspect. McMichael told officers Arbery began to violently attack Travis, who fired because the two started fighting over the shotgun. According to the police report, the shooting triggered a national outcry and claims by presidential hopeful Joe Biden and others that Arbery's death was a modern-day lynching. Both McMichaels remain in jail on murder and aggravated assault charges. Father and son have separate legal teams, but both plan to request they be released on bond. The truth, as they claim, will be revealed in just another act. It's not just another act of violent racism. And Elizabeth Gaddy, an attorney for Larry English, the owner of the construction site where Arbery was seen on surveillance video moments before the shooting, said English received a text message in December of 2019 from a Glenn County police officer regarding video of people on the property. Grady shared the message and says, "Your neighbor," at the redacted address, is Greg Michaels. The message reads, "Greg is a retired law enforcement and also retired investigator from the DA's office. He said, please call him day or night when you get action on your camera." And this is his phone number. And the Glenn County Police Department did not immediately respond to the request for comment. Lee Merritt, an attorney for the Arbery family, called the message disturbing. If you take Gregory McMichael's actions in releasing this video to the public with the knowledge that law enforcement told the homeowner to contact him if there was an issue, then you sort of begin to see that it's possible that he believed that he was operating according to what police officers had given him authority to do. Mayor said the district attorney's office and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation told his office they were unaware of the text message before this week. So the plot thickens, and so going on with the second part to this, I discovered another story that adds to that, and it says police told homeowner he could contact Ahmaud Arbery shooting suspect for potential trespass. Said, and that was part that I just mentioned. Text message obtained shows Glenn County police officer told the owner of the home under construction near the Georgia coast that he could contact Gregory McMichael for help with potential trespassers seen in the surveillance video. Months later, Gregory McMichael, 64, and his son Travis would be arrested for the February 23rd shooting of Ahmaud Arbery, who was jogging through the neighborhood, and according to his attorneys, Arbery's family seen a surveillance video from the property that day. Elizabeth Grady, an attorney for the homeowner, Larry English, said the text exchange occurred around on December 20th, and that English sends a video clip from his surveillance camera to the police officer. The officer responded telling English that one of English's neighbors is Gregory McMichael, a retired police officer and retired investigator from the district attorney's office. It said McMichael please call him day or night when you get any action on your camera. And that's the officer wrote in a text message to English. And McMichael and his son, the alleged shooter, were arrested May 7th and charged with felony murder. An attorney from the L. McMichael said in a statement that their client did not commit murder, pointing out that he has been charged as party to the crime. The attorneys, Frank and Laura Hogue, said they are aware of several other critically important facts that portray a very different narrative for the killing. Travis McMichael's attorneys made similar comments on Thursday, saying he had been vilified before his voice could even be heard. The truth in the case will exonerate Travis. Arbery was running in the Satilla Shores neighborhood outside of Brunswick on February 23rd when he was followed by the McMichaels and fatally shot, according to Glenn County police report. Gregory McMichael told police after the shooting that he and his son pursued Arbery because they thought he looked like a suspect in a series of recent break-ins. The report says the struggle ensued between Arbery and Travis, who was armed with a shotgun. According to the report in the video, it appears to show the incident. Arbery was shot 3 times, including twice in the chest, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. And listen at this closely. No string of break-ins was reported in more than 7 weeks before the Arbery's death, and there was only one burglary report after a gun was stolen from the unlocked vehicle in front of the McMichaels' home, police said. The 2 men were arrested 2 days after the 36-second video was published, sparking widespread outrage that the suspects, who were white, had not been arrested for more than 2 months after Arbery, an African-American man, was killed. The video clip shows other people on the property. Surveillance video from English's construction site on February 23rd appears to show Arbery minutes before he was killed. The footage appears to show him looking around, but never touching anything, and eventually walking away. Earlier this week, English said he never accused Arbery of any wrongdoing. I don't want to be put out and misused and misrepresented for people to think that I had accused Mr. Arbery of stealing or robbery, because I never did. And English, and that's the owner of the property. By the time English had seen the clip, Arbery was already dead, according to his attorney. Multiple security clips obtained show unidentified people on other occasions entering English's home, which is under construction. In a video from February 11th, another person is seen at the home. A 911 caller who identified himself as Travis Markle that day said he saw a man going to the home, according to Glenn County police report. English told the media he could not identify the individual from the February 11th video and said he did not report the incident to the police. In a statement, Grady said the man in the February 11th video appears to be the same man filmed in the house last fall on December 17th. She said the man may have come into the house for water, adding that there are water sources both behind the house and in front of it. The December 17th video, the man is seen wiping his mouth and what sounds like water can be heard. Attorneys from Arbery's parents said that they have reviewed a number of surveillance videos released by English's attorney. They confirmed Arbery appeared in one video but were unable to confirm that he appeared in the others. The statement from the attorney said people were frequently on the construction site both day and night, but Ahmaud Arbery seems to be the only one who was presumed to be a criminal. And the part 3 of this is the Georgia protesters call for the district attorney's removal after Ahmaud Arbery's death. Protesters in Georgia are calling for the removal of district attorneys who claim mishandled the case of the fatal shooting of Ahmaud Arbery, a young black man who was killed while jogging near Brunswick, Georgia in February. And hundreds of protesters gathered at Glenn County Police Department building in Brunswick wearing face masks and demanding justice for Ahmaud. Ahmaud Arbery was shot by 2 white men, Gregory McMichael and Travis McMichael, 34, who suspected him of burglary. And George McMichael served as an investigator. And after a second jurisdiction, also they had one attorney, Jackie Johnson recused herself from the case to avoid conflict of interest. After a second jurisdiction also recused itself over potential conflicts of interest, Atlanta Judicial Circuit District Attorney Tom Durden, who was working for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, announced this month that he would present the case to a grand jury. Arbery's death gained national attention after footage surfaced and said racism is real in America and racism is real in Brunswick, Georgia, and we come here today to send a message to the racists and the supremacists that we will fight you with everything we have, said Reverend Timothy McDonald, the pastor of a Baptist church in Atlanta, said he said at the demonstration. Atlanta civil rights attorney Davis was one of the organizers of the demonstration. He told Reuters the case reflects bigger issues within the U.S. justice system. If it wasn't for the video, this would have been swept under the rug, he told Reuters, referring to the footage of the shooting that was released over a month after the killing occurred. So hey, it's a whole new lot of twists in the game here. A whole lot of twists. You got to stay on top of this Arbery case, because if you don't watch it, they'll try to sweep this thing under, and it'll just disappear. So keep it focused.
If you want to have fun in this man's land, let Lincoln and Jackson start shaking hands.
Oh, greenback,
Peace.
greenback, dollar bill.